Hi students, welcome back. Today in this video session we will learn about oxides of phosphorus. Oxides of phosphorus. Here we have various oxides of phosphorus. In this session we will learn about phosphorus trioxide and phosphorus pentoxides, their structural features. This is very important. We observe frequent questions from these phosphorus trioxide and phosphorus pentoxides about their structural features. So let's begin. What are the oxides of phosphorus? Here oxides of phosphorus. So out of all oxides, here I am taking two major oxides. Those are that first one, phosphorus trioxide, and second one is phosphorus pentoxide. So what is the formula of phosphorus trioxide? Actually it's a P2O3 is a phosphorus trioxide formula, but this is exist as P4O6. P4O6, see here, actually this is not a dimer structure. This is simply here P2O3 is not possible to exist as a structure. P2O3 is not possible to exist as a structure. So the structure existing as P4O6, so we can call it as a phosphorus trioxide. Structurally it's not possible. P2O3 is structurally not possible, so it exists in P4O6 form. So we can call it phosphorus trioxide. So we can write P2O3 or P4O6. Coming to phosphorus pentoxide. The actual formula is P2O5. This P2O5 is not structurally possible, so it exists in P4O10. See here, we can call it's a phosphorus pentoxide. We can take formula P2O5 or P4O10. P2O5 is structurally not possible. This exists as P4O10. So it's not a dimer form. Just simply the structure exists at P4O10, not at P2O5. You just remember. So coming to the structure of this phosphorus trioxide, simply here see, we know that white phosphorus. What is the structure of white phosphorus? It's a tetragonal manner. So each phosphorus bonded to phosphorus. Each phosphorus actually bonded to three other phosphorus atoms. Here these phosphorus bonded to 1, 2, 3, and these phosphorus bonded to 1, 2, 3. These phosphorus bonded to other three phosphorus atoms. You just break this phosphorus to phosphorus bond and make a bridge bond through oxygen. See here, I am just making a bridge bonds through oxygen. See here, and now I am just so this is the structure of phosphorus trioxide with this formula. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4 phosphorus atoms, and how many oxygens are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oxygen atoms are there. Now coming to the geometry of each phosphorus. See here, this is a phosphorus which having a 3 bonds with a 3 bridged oxygen atoms, and here we have one lone pair. Coming to this phosphorus, 1, 2, 3 bridged bonded with the 3 bridged oxygen atoms, and here we have one lone pair. Coming to this phosphorus, same. We know that phosphorus belongs to fifth group. That means 3 unpairs, 1 lone pair. See here, 1 lone pair and 3 unpairs. So what is the hybridization of each phosphorus in this phosphorus trioxide? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 electrons are as a pair, that means hybridized. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 are existing as 3 bond pairs plus 1 lone pair, that is equal to 4. Obviously it's a sp3 hybridized. And what about the geometry? sp3 hybridized, 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair, so obviously it's a trigonal pyramidal. This is the geometry of phosphorus in this phosphorus trioxide. Phosphorus trioxide, 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair, it's equal to 4. So sp3 hybridization with 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair, it's become trigonal pyramidal, like it's a ammonia. 3 bonds towards down like a pyramid, one is lone pair is towards upside. So each phosphorus experiencing sp3 hybridization, trigonal pyramidal. Coming to sigma bonds and number of bridged oxygens. See here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 oxygens are there. We have 6 bridged oxygen, that is phosphorus to phosphorus through oxygen. So this is called a bridged oxygens. How many are there? These are 6 number of bridged oxygens we have. So now coming to total number of sigma bonds. See here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Simply here each oxygen gives 2 sigma bonds. Each oxygen gives 2 sigma bonds towards 2 phosphorus atoms. See here this oxygen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So total we have 12 sigma bonds. We have total 12 sigma bonds. Coming to lone pairs. See here each phosphorus giving 1 lone pair, 1 2 3 4, plus each oxygen shows 2 lone pairs, 2 bond pairs. See here 2 bond pairs, and here we have other 2 lone pairs, because oxygen belongs to 6th group, that 6 valency electrons exist as 2 lone pairs and 2 unpairs. These 2 unpairs are involved in a sigma bond formation, that is covalent bond formation. So around each oxygen we have 2 lone pairs and 2 bond pairs. So total number of lone pairs in this phosphorus trioxide. See here each oxygen shows 2 lone pairs, that means here we have 6 oxygens. 6 into 2, that is 12 lone pairs from 6 oxygens, and 4 lone pairs from 4 phosphorus atoms. 1 2 3 4 lone pairs from 4 phosphorus atoms, that is equal to 16 lone pairs. Here we have total 16 lone pairs. This is the structure of phosphorus trioxide. Simply here each phosphorus bonded to 3 oxygen bridge atoms, and here the total all the 4 phosphorus, each phosphorus experiencing sp3 hybridization with a 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair. Geometry become trigonal pyramidal, and total phosphorus to phosphorus through oxygen bridge bonds are 6. Phosphorus to phosphorus through oxygen bridge 6 bonds are there. And how many sigma bonds are there? 12 sigma bonds are there. And here what about the lone pairs? We have total 16 lone pairs are there. So this is the structure of phosphorus trioxide. Now coming to phosphorus pentoxide. See here structure of phosphorus pentoxide, same here. Take 4 phosphorus atoms which are like present in a white phosphorus like a tetragonal. Now each phosphorus same like phosphorus trioxide. So each phosphorus having a 3 oxygen bonds. See here this phosphorus with this oxygen, and here with this oxygen. Now coming to this phosphorus bridge oxygens, directly you can draw. See here each phosphorus having a 3 oxygen bonds. Those oxygens are existing as bridged atoms. So here we have total 6 bridged oxygen atoms, and remaining 4 oxygens are forming a coordination bond with this phosphorus. So we can represent 1 sigma bond, 1 pi bond, 1 pi bond with this phosphorus bonded to oxygen. One is sigma, one is pi. Now here we have other oxygen, and here we have other oxygen. See here what is the formula? It's a P4O10. Now 1 2 3 4, it's P4O10. We have 6 bridged oxygen atoms, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and remaining oxygens are existing as like a carbonyl oxygen. Here phosphorus, instead carbon, here we have a phosphorus double bond. See here phosphorus to oxygen, 1 sigma bond, 1 pi bond, 1 sigma bond, 1 pi bond. Now coming to this sigma bond and pi bond. See here this pi bond, due to the p pi orbital, p pi 2, this is d pi, not p pi, not a p pi. See here, this is a bond due to the p orbital pi electron, d orbital pi electron, not p orbital. So you just remember this. So each phosphorus shows same characteristic. Now coming to the hybridization of each phosphorus. See here, this phosphorus bonded to 1, 2, 3 sigma bonds, and here to this oxygen we have 1 sigma bond, 1 pi bond. So we can consider this is 1 bond, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 bonds around the phosphorus. That means it's a sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization with 4 bond pairs. With 4 bond pairs, it's become tetrahedral. It's become tetrahedral. So what is the geometry of phosphorus in this phosphorus pentoxide? It's a tetrahedral sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. Now coming to the phosphorus to phosphorus through oxygen bridge bonds. Through oxygen bridge bonds. So how many are there? So I am writing here. Now coming to phosphorus through oxygen bridge bonds. We have total 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 phosphorus to phosphorus bridge bonds are there. And how many lone pairs are there? See here, total lone pairs. Total how many oxygens are there here? 10 oxygens are there. 10 oxygens means each oxygen gives 2 bond pairs, 2 lone pairs. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means it's 8, and remaining 6 are existing as bridged atoms. So those also gives, each oxygen gives 2 lone pairs. So to total 10 into 2, 20 lone pairs. And here around the phosphorus there is no lone pair. The lone pair is actually utilized for a bonding with oxygen as a sigma and as a pi. So total lone pairs are 20 lone pairs. Those are from 10 oxygens. Those are from 10 oxygen. And what about the sigma bonds? Total number of sigma bonds. Number of sigma bonds, see here, each phosphorus shows 4 sigma bonds. 4 sigma bonds, you can cross check here. Total entire this structure. Phosphorus 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually pi bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sigma bonds. 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 You just calculate the sigma bonds around the phosphorus. That around the phosphorus we are calculating means obviously our total number of sigma bonds we can cover. See here, 4 phosphorus atoms are there. So around the 4 phosphorus atoms, each phosphorus atom showing 4 sigma bonds. So total 16 sigma bonds are there. Total 16 sigma bonds are there. And number of pi bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pi bonds are there. So number of pi bonds are here. Pi bonds are total 4. Pi bonds are total 4. And coming to the oxidation state of phosphorus. Oxidation state of phosphorus for this phosphorus trioxide. Now total charge around this phosphorus trioxide is 0. That is equal to 0. So total how many oxygens are phosphorus atoms are there? Here we have 4 phosphorus atoms are there. I am taking 4x plus 6 oxygen atoms are there. 6 into it's minus 2. 6 into minus 2. So it's a 4x plus 6 into minus 2. It's minus 12. So directly 4x minus 12, that is equal to 0. Now 4x equal to, that is plus 12. So x equal to 12 by 4, then x equal to plus 3. So what is the oxidation state of phosphorus in this phosphorus trioxide? It's plus 3. It's plus 3. So we will cross check with the structure. See here, phosphorus bonded to 3 oxygen atoms. So 3 oxygen atoms are pulling 1 electron. So 3 electrons are towards 3 oxygen atoms. So obviously it's plus 3. So the plus 3 oxidation state is correct for this phosphorus trioxide. Coming to phosphorus pentoxide. So total we have P4O10. P4O10. Now see here, it's P4O10. I am writing here. So total charge is 0. So total number of phosphorus atoms, that is 4x. I am taking as a 4x. Plus we have total 10 oxygen atoms, that is 10 into each oxygen atom gives minus 2 oxidation state. Minus 2 oxidation state. So now it's 4x minus 10 into minus 2, it's 20, that is equal to 0. Now it's a 4x equal to, that is 20. Now here x equal to, it's 20 by 4, so that is X equal to total final oxidation state is plus 5. Final oxidation state is plus 5. So what is the oxidation state of phosphorus in phosphorus pentoxide? It's plus 5. So we will cross check with the structure. See here, this each phosphorus bonded to 3 oxygens which are sigma bonds, and here we have 1 sigma bond, 1 pi bond. That means 2 electrons which are utilized with the 1 oxygen, and remaining 3 are with the 3 other oxygens. So overall 5. So what about the phosphorus? Giving 5 electrons towards 5 oxygen. That means plus 5 oxidation state. So here each phosphorus giving plus 5 oxidation state. So this is the structure of phosphorus pentoxide. Simply here see, each phosphorus giving sp3 hybridization, tetrahedral, and here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 bridged oxygen atoms between phosphorus to phosphorus, and here we have 4 oxygens which are having a double bond with the phosphorus. One is sigma bond, one is pi bond, and here this pi bond is due to p orbital of oxygen, d orbital of phosphorus, so this is a pi bond. That's what p pi d pi we are representing. So each phosphorus shows same. So the pi bond because of p orbital and d orbital. Now coming to total sigma bonds, here see total sigma bond 16, each phosphorus giving 4 sigma bonds. So total 4 phosphorus atoms are there. So when you calculating 4 phosphorus atom sigma bonds, then we can cover all the sigma bonds. Total 16 are there, and how many pi bonds are there? 4 pi bonds are there. Total lone pairs, here we have lone pairs only on oxygen atoms. Here 10 oxygens are there, so total 20 lone pairs, and oxidation state is plus 5 in this phosphorus pentoxide.